Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I'm basically just going to be calling out YouTube, because they did something pretty stupid recently, and I mean, this really just kind of affects my channel, and it really doesn't make sense because it's just a massive double standard on the platform. Like, it's okay for them to do this, it's completely cool for them to post this kind of stuff in their thumbnails, it's completely okay for them to make this kind of content in the first place, and it can get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, no problem, but apparently, the moment I upload a YouTube short even talking about it, just discussing the situation, then I get hit with a community guidelines violation, my channel's given a warning, and YouTube basically wants to come after me for the entire thing, right? So, yeah, pretty BS situation has unfolded here on my YouTube channel. Thankfully, it hasn't affected my ability to upload or do anything on my channel, but it's actually a pretty close call if it were to not have been a warning and was straight up just used as a way to basically hit me with community guidelines violation or whatever, right? My channel could have been pretty negatively impacted. It could impact my ability to upload future content and everything. If you didn't know, if you get a community guidelines violation, sometimes they give you a warning, which I got lucky and got a warning this time, but then they can also like increase the punishment the more that you get them or whatever, to the point where you actually can't upload or live stream to your channel for like 1 or 2 weeks. It's a pretty severe punishment, and it's one that is now at risk on my channel if I'm to be hit with a community guidelines violation for any other piece of content that I've ever uploaded. Out of the thousands of videos I've uploaded, right, I could basically be prevented from uploading on my channel for a week, and I don't want that to happen, but I gotta call YouTube out for this one, man. This was not cool. I even called them out in the review, or the appeal, I should call it, for this whole thing. But to give you the backstory, I guess, of this entire situation here, the YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers posted something over on Twitter, right, and it was a screenshot of a YouTube channel that essentially was using like nudity, I guess, as a way to clickbait people on their content. So like in the thumbnail, like it could be like a woman with their like crotch exposed, and like there was some where they were like getting some sort of like wax so you couldn't really see anything. On another one there was like a play button over the top of it so you couldn't see anything. Like in none of the pictures was there actual nudity, and where there was actual nudity it had been blurred out. So it was basically just a bunch of thumbnails that a YouTube channel was using to clickbait with nudity, right? And obviously I made a YouTube short calling this out because, like, from my personal experience on YouTube, I have been age restricted for the dumbest things possible, right? Like, I've even gotten age restricted on YouTube for saying too many swear words in a YouTube video, right? Like, I think that's ridiculous, man. Like, it's fucking insane that you can really be out here getting hit with this kind of stuff, getting age restricted on your video because you cussed too much on YouTube, right? Like, there's a reason we have YouTube Kids, you know? There's a whole reason that there's a children-friendly app for this website and everything. I don't understand why we can't cuss, but YouTube has age restricted me for like the dumbest, most insignificant possible reasons ever, but like channels like this can garner hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views off of them using what's essentially nudity, right? Or it's nudity when I do it, apparently. So yeah, I basically used these thumbnails. I used the screenshot that Some Ordinary Gamers put on Twitter, and I made a YouTube short talking about it, and I was like, hey, you know, it's pretty funny that YouTube allows this kind of content, but they don't allow people to swear or other small minor things that they'll give you age restrictions for on their platform. Well, it didn't even take YouTube 24 hours to actually respond to this entire thing. It didn't even take them a full day for them to come down and give me this decision on my channel. But keep in mind, and I'll link in the pinned comment, right? Like, if you really want to see what I posted that was so terrible, you know, just so goddamn bad, you can go to Twitter and look for it yourself, right? Like, I've left a link, you can see it right down there, right? Oh wait, actually, I'm sorry, I just realized in the middle of recording this, I can't link this down below. I can't show you. If you want to see it, you can go to my Twitter. I've talked about it today, but I can't provide a link to it in this content because if I do, that also technically violates YouTube's guidelines. You're not allowed to link to stuff like that outside of the platform, so they would have just got me again. So I have to be super careful about what I do, because if I get another community guidelines violation, they will take action on my channel, and it will impact. And as you guys know, here on Optimus, I try to upload every single day, so that would really screw up my uploading schedule and screw up a lot of plans for my channel. But yeah, I did put it on my Twitter, I talked about it, so no link, unfortunately. But with that being said, yeah, it's ridiculous that I even have to go this far and self-censor this far because YouTube wants to come after me for doing something that they allow these other people on the platform to do with no problem. And keep in mind, right, when you look at these videos that I was talking about, right, they have, once again, hundreds of, like, one of them has 8.1 million views in 3 months, right? The other ones have anywhere from millions to hundreds of thousands to tens of thousands of views. My YouTube short had like 25,000 views in a couple of hours. So these videos are allowed to rack up millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views or whatever the case may be over a period of months, right? Like literal months. But my YouTube short wasn't allowed to be up for a full half day before they came along and took it down, right? So it's just mind-blowing to me, man. Like the double standards that they hold on this platform is just insane. Like certain people can get away with breaking the rules. Like you're telling me out of, you know, a video that got 8.1 million views, right? That is more views than anything I've ever uploaded. Like that's almost double the amount of views of anything I've ever put on my channel ever, right? And you're telling me that at no point in time YouTube has taken a look at this video or noticed something off about this video? Oh, but I forgot. It's okay when they do it, you know? And the thing is this should be a complete violation of YouTube guidelines that I'm calling out, because not only are these like containing extensive amounts of quote unquote nudity and whatnot, but it's also quite literally misleading content, which is against YouTube's guidelines. Like you're not allowed to basically like extreme clickbait. So like you can't be talking about, I don't know, the new Call of Duty and then make your title and thumbnail something talking about something completely different, right? Like you're not allowed to do that, right? But apparently it's okay when they do it. So the lesson YouTube is essentially teaching people when they do stuff like this is don't try to make our platform better. Don't call our platform out for things. You know, when there's double standards or problems on YouTube, just stand by and let it happen. You know what I mean? Just allow it, right? So when you see something like this, don't call it out. Don't bring it up in content, because if you do that, then guess what? Next thing you know, you might be the one with a community guidelines warning, right? Because God forbid you use screenshots of content that's publicly available on YouTube to actually call them out for things like this, right? Like, I don't get it, man. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you would think that they'd be happy that people call this kind of stuff out so they know what to fix, so they know what channels to take down for community guidelines or whatever, right? And it's not even about like snitching on this channel, right? Like I'm not going out of my way to get this channel taken down or their content taken down, but like they're clearly violating the rules of YouTube. They're like clear as day breaking the rules, but yet YouTube is prioritizing and focusing on channels that do nothing wrong. And that's how it's been for a long time. But once again, if you have anything to say about it and you want to make a YouTube short or anything talking about it, don't do that, because if you do, you're basically screwed. It just, I don't know, man. It's so depressing almost, like when you constantly have, like it seems like every month I got to deal with something new from YouTube, like some new bullshit. I'm either getting a fraudulent ass community guidelines warning from them, or they're age restricting one of my videos for literally no reason, which destroys its progress in the algorithm and completely throws it off, destroys its monetization. Or, you know, they come along and they demonetize 4 out of 10 of my recent videos or something like that, right? Like, y'all wonder why there's things like Watch Optimus to help support my channel, and this is a perfect example of why I have things like this, because there's content that I try to make and like to make and want to make, and you just simply can't make certain types of content on YouTube. And apparently it's gotten to the point where you can't even say anything about some of the stuff going on YouTube. I don't get it, man. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is, right? So I've appealed it. That's really the only update I have for you guys now. I appealed the entire situation and whatnot, right? As of right now, I'm looking at it and refreshing it. Doesn't seem like the review has immediately went through. I don't know if that's a good or bad sign, but yeah. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, getting community guidelines warnings and signing out.